Hello Quimbly fans, and welcome to the June update video. We have a couple of things to go over, and it's pretty cool actually. Let's just start with the Fatty RPG. So, it's done. I wasn't actually expecting to get this done before the next Patreon release, but we finished the character creator. And as funny as I thought it was, Jaltz removed the ability to be the Deku guy, the funny Deku guy from Boku no Hero de Academia.
No! Stay back! Only I get to inflate her!
And we also got this cool new pixel art house, which is nice, because now the player is no longer living in a rock. The part that took the longest was definitely animating the hairstyles and all the different stuff you can put on. Oh yeah, we also added quite a few new tiles to the tiling tool, so more creativity can be had there. But that about wraps it up for the Fatty RPG. Now, Project Quimbly, probably going to be the longest section of this video. We have had a lot of things happen between the beginning of June and now. For starters, we've had a massive team meeting that everyone took part in, where we made this gigantic list you can see in front of you of things we need to get done. You can already actually see the green in some areas. Those are tasks that have already been completed. But the number one priority for us is to completely make sure there's not a single placeholder sprite in the next update. And all of this is slated to be done at the end of summer. And we're hoping once everything here is done, we can properly make a public update to be a demo from now on, and then we can also cut it and make the Patreon version at the same time. And we're also going to be releasing the Fatty RPG on the exact same day we release the public update. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff near the end of the summer if we can properly complete this list, which I'm hoping we can. I think we got it. But let's go over what's been completed already. So we actually have new feeding and inflation mechanics. The first of which is we've sort of replaced the different fullnesses and stuffing and inflation minigames to kind of being like a central size. And what that means is if you start inflating, you can continue stuffing and you'll be at the exact same level that you were from inflation. But the downside to this is we've limited your capabilities to 1 feeding session per day per character and 1 inflation session per day per character. And the reason for that is actually when you complete a session, the overworld sprite will change to match. So that's kind of what we're on right now. And the problem with having you be able to stuff and inflate multiple times per day is if you stuffed her to 100%, it doesn't make sense that she'd restart because she'll be on the overworld at the max size already. And one of the best parts is if we wanted to, it's almost ready, but we're not really working on it right now. We could even make special dialogue boxes only appear if you have inflated her before talking to her or something like that, but that would only make sense on future seasons. And the last thing is for the feeding and inflating minigames, there will be dialogues on each fullness milestone. And you may think that means like 25, 50, 75, 100. No, it actually is every 5 fullness points. There'll be a new dialogue, kind of on the shorter side. So that's pretty cool. And what you can see is definitely in demo writing, it's not going to be like that when it's completed. It's just for testing purposes. Now, for things outside of Quimbly, the Belly Direct, oh boy, okay, I think you individually, unless you're as depraved of a gooner as me, will at least see one new project that you don't recognize in the new Belly Direct. I have reached out to many more people, and members of my team have also been reaching out to people. So this is going to be a pretty big event, I'm hoping. Also, we've been lucky enough to be donated a Roxanne 3D model from @tens on Discord. She's twerking!
Oh,
Yes! Let's go! You can see in the video footage there, we did manage to port it into Unity, so we were thinking about making like sort of a short 3D belly expansion thing called Roxanne's Adventure. But, you know, we didn't really get to finishing it yet just because it's not really what the people are paying us for. So we decided to drop it for the time being to really home down our flagship projects. And I've been mentioning this everywhere, so I'm sure you probably already know, but I used the model to create my first ever 3D animation. I'll link it below. It's got some fun stuff. If I were just stumbling across it in the wild, I would probably watch it and say, wow, that's pretty okay. That's pretty great. Yeah. So let's see if you do the same thing. I'll link it in the description. Yeah, that about wraps it up. Thank you guys for your patronage or just your viewership. Either or is definitely appreciated. Yeah, stay tuned. Public stuff coming at the end of the summer, likely, and Patreon stuff coming as it comes out. Goodbye, my little gumdrops.